What's up guys, PTCGL here and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today guys, we're going to be looking at a brand new addition to a deck that we've covered multiple times on this channel already. One card from Stellar Crown that makes Miraidon EX infinitely better. And I gotta say, playing this deck on the ladder has been absolutely insane. I've won every time but one, and I've played like almost a dozen games so far, and it's absolutely crazy because the getting access to Area Zero Underdepths allows Miraidon EX to use. Basically, you can use Miraidon EX to put down a whole bunch of basic electric Pokemon in play, and then your Raikou V can go ahead and do up to 350 damage if you have everything in place. If your bench is full, your opponent's bench is full, and if you have a Zapdos in place. So we're going to talk about this because this is a massive improvement for the deck, and honestly, I think this is one of my favorite decks right now to try and play, especially on the PTCG Live ladder. So first off, of course, we have Miraidon EX. Now, we've talked about Miraidon multiple times on my channel before, and we just know that Miraidon is like the best electric type deck in the format at the moment, and it's incredibly good. It has synergy with there's just so much going on for Miraidon right now, and access to Area Zero Underdepths really does kind of unlock more of this deck, allowing you to use so many support Pokemon in one turn and just have a ton of different options available. So Miraidon EX is a 220 HP electric type Pokemon. It has a tandem unit ability, which is really the more important thing here in this specific build, because it allows you to search your deck for up to 2 basic electric type Pokemon and put them onto your bench directly. And then you have the Photon Blaster attack for 220 damage, which is really good. 220 is a great number to hit. You knock out Tealmask Ogerpons, Regidrago Vs, stuff like that. Kind of those, and if you have a Zapdos in play, you actually can knock out things like Terrapic OCX without any sort of HP boosters or anything like that. So Miraidon is a very really good straightforward attacker, a very good setup Pokemon, and it's kind of just the backbone of the deck, which it allows you to basically unlock the other 2 quote-unquote main attackers in this list. We also are going to talk about this guy, Mewtwo EX. You're never going to use Mewtwo EX. It seems weird and it seems counterintuitive to play Mewtwo EX in your list, but Mewtwo EX is in here only because it is a Terra Electric type Pokemon that can be searched out with Miraidon EX. Mewtwo EX has 2 Psychic type energy attacks that are impossible to use with this deck because we are playing 16 Electric Energy and 0 Psychic Energy. So basically, all you're going to do is use Miraidon EX, Tandem Unit Mewtwo EX onto the field, and then you're going to basically have Mewtwo as your kind of gateway into using Area Zero Underdepths, which allows you to put up to 8 Pokemon onto your bench and open up a lot more fields for you. So really, Mewtwo EX is only in here purely because it allows you to use Area Zero effectively, because Area Zero won't work unless you have a Terra Pokemon in play. So that's why Mewtwo is in here. That's really the only one of Mewtwo EX and Area Zero are really the only 2 major changes to this deck, but they really help in such a monumental way that I knew I had to make a video on this. Okay, we're gonna speed through the rest of these Pokemon lightning quick. Sorry, no pun intended. Sorry, I swear that was not intended. We are playing 1 copy of Iron Bundle. If we're facing against something that maybe has like a Pokemon that's a bit too big for us to knock out in one turn, in the active spot we can switch it out. If our opponent has like a whole bunch of basic Pokemon on the bench, like a whole bunch of smaller Pokemon, and you just need 2 prizes left, you can use Hyper Blower, force up an opponent's Pokemon, and then you can use Iron Hands, things like that. It's just a really good card for making your opponent uncomfortable. We talked about Iron Bundle like a dozen times on my channel so far, so check out my other videos if you want to hear more about Iron Bundle, because I go into a lot more detail then, but we're going to move on now. We are playing 1 copy of Lumineon V to get out either one of our 4 copies of Arven or one of our 3 copies of Boss's Orders. and also so we can have a 4 Sealstone target. And that's really it. That's all Lumineon's in here for, just getting out a supporter on a crucial turn. We are also in one copy of Radiant Greninja. Since we are playing 16 energy in our deck, sometimes we do need to dig for the pieces that we need, and because we draw into so many energies, Radiant Greninja can kind of discard them for, like, you don't really care if you discard energies with Radiant Greninja because you have so many, and it just basically is just more consistency in being able to find the things that you need. Next up, we have one copy of Iron Hands EX. We've talked about Iron Hands a ton on this channel as well. Probably one of the most talked about cards on my channel. And we are basically only using Iron Hands EX for the Ambu Very Much attack for 120 damage, which allows us to take an extra prize card if our opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out from damage from Ambu Very Much. And that's really it. That's all Iron Hands is really in here for. You're not really going to use Arm Press because you have Miraidon, which will just do more damage. But Ambu Very Much can help speed up a game. Also, it can basically just deal with a whole bunch of these weird scenarios where you want to take 2 prize cards, but your opponent only has 1 prizers on the field or something like that. It's just basically Iron Hands is kind of an out for if you want to speed the game up in your favor. We talked about Mewtwo EX and Miraidon. Raikou's in here because you can do up to 350 damage with Lightning Rondo if both players' benches are full, and you also have the fleet-footed ability to allow you to do to draw an extra card if it's in the active spot every single turn. We are also getting one copy of Pokemon Go Zapdos. Basically, this allows us to do 10 more damage to our opponent's active Pokemon. And that's how Raikou can do 350 damage. It's not really that great in regards to, like, 350, because, like, you're already knocking out basically anything anyways. Excuse me. But Zapdos basically just fixes math on a few things, makes some even damage attacks become odd damage attacks with that 10 extra damage, and sometimes that really does make a difference. And also, we can use Electric Ball for 110 damage. We can hit through things like Mimikyu and stuff like that, I guess. But that's really just Lightning Symbol is mainly why Zapdos is in here. Next up, we have 2 copies of Mew EX. In this list, I'm a little curious on why there's 2 copies of Mew EX and not like a Hisuian Heavy Ball or something, but I guess it's just for consistency purposes. But Mew EX is in here to use the restart ability, which this deck is very turbo. You can go through your entire hand very quickly, and so you're not really going to use genome hacking. There's just no real reliable way to set it up properly. And also Mew has free retreat, so you can use like your electric generators on the bench, and then you can switch out Mew into your attacker for the turn. So it's just in here for restart and for free retreat. We are also playing one copy of Fezandipiti EX just for the Flip the Script ability. We're not going to be able to use Cruel Arrow realistically, but Flip the Script just allows us to draw extra cards and get what we need after our opponent takes a knockout. We are also playing one copy of Squawkabilly EX to just discard, basically just go extra turbo on the first turn. Basically, you want to go first turn going second. You can Squawk and Seize on the first turn, just dump your entire hand, get more cards, and basically with this, there is a very high chance that you'll be able to get a knockout on the first turn of the game because of the extra turbo from Squawkabilly. Okay, now we're going to move on to the trainers. We have 4 copies of Electric Generator, which can allow us to accelerate up to 2 electric energy onto our Pokemon and basically just set up super quickly and in a dominant fashion, really. So Generator basically allows us to KO anything on the first turn of the game right away and can basically win you the game on the spot sometimes. If your opponent like tries to like deny you energy or something, Generator can just put more energy in play regardless, and it's really good. That's why we're playing 16 energy in here, is so we have a much higher chance of being able to hit energies on electric generators, but it does fail sometimes, so just be aware of that. We are playing 4 copies of Nest Ball to get out any of our basic Pokemon. Every Pokemon in this deck is a basic Pokemon, and all of them except one are useful to grab out with Nest Ball. We are also playing Prime Catcher as our A-Spec, free Switch, free Gust. We've talked about it a lot before. We are playing 2 copies of Switch Card. If we get stuck with a Pokemon like Mewtwo, who's kind of completely useless offensively in the active spot, if our opponent tries to stall or something, then we have Switch Cart to basically be able to get that Pokemon out of the active spot. And we also can heal, and healing can make a difference sometimes, especially with like matchups like Dragapult EX, if they miss the knockout, then you can make them have to do extra work by getting rid of some of that damage. We are also having 4 copies of Ultra Ball just to extra turbo grab the Pokemon that we need. It also can allow us to grab Lumineon V and put it into our hand. Yeah, just more Pokemon search. 4 copies of Area Zero Underdepths. We talked about this already. 8 bench Pokemon is insane for Miraidon. It's an incredible boost, and it's now much easier to do that with Mewtwo EX in the deck. We are playing 4 copies of Arven to be able to get out any of our item cards that we just talked about, or any of our tool cards, which we'll get to in just a second. Just hyper consistency. Mainly, most of the time, you're going to use Arven for electric generators. We are playing 3 copies of Boss's Orders just to be able to get any Pokemon that we want into the active spot. So we can KO with Raikou, Iron Hands, or Miraidon. Just super good, especially apply pressure early and take big knockouts. We are playing 1 copy of Bravery Charm. This is mainly in here just so that way our Pokemon can just withstand hits. Become more annoying, essentially. Also, it protects Raikou from things like from getting KO'd by like Dragapult EX right away. Just basically boosting our HP is very useful for this deck because it is a big, kind of one of those basic 2-prize beat stick decks, and having like lower HP or having higher HP, I guess, with Bravery Charm just makes things better and allows you to maybe be able to use that Beat Stick card again. We are also having 1 copy of Forest Sealstone to be able to grab any card that we want. Mainly we put this on Lumineon or maybe a Raikou that we know is going to get knocked out or something. It's just basically grab any card you want. Super good. Next, we have 1 copy of Rescue Board. We can put this on things like Fezandipiti EX. Just things that maybe we want to put in the active spot if we can't get Mew into play. We can use Rescue Board, use our generators, all that stuff, and then switch into whatever we want when it's time to attack. We are also having 1 copy of Double Turbo Energy just for Iron Hands EX. You also could use this for like Mew EX or for Fezandipiti EX, but you're not really realistically ever going to do that. And the last little bit here is our 16 electric energies, and yeah, that's gonna be it for the deck. That I've tried to speed it up a little bit, but yeah, that's the list. It's super turbo. This won a bigger tournament. Hold on, I actually have it here. This was a tournament with 216 people in it, and it was won by Mickey Mouse. So yeah. Alright, heading into our first battle of the video here. Now, I actually did try and record beforehand, and I won both games. One of them was against a Frostlass deck, and the other one was against Andrew Mahone's, what is it, Arceus Charizard deck? No, we don't want to go first. And apparently the video just didn't want to record, actually. There was some error, some user error, so how do I want to do this? Because like I would need a switch. This would give me the switch if I wanted it. Let's go with the Mewtwo, I guess. Not great, but not a great start, but ooh, are we playing against Dialga? If we're against Dialga, we actually have a pretty decent Dialga matchup, especially if they try and like start with Dialga. If not, then we can get, like, Prime Catcher and whatever. Oh, yeah, we also do have, like, Miraidon, too. Ooh. Ugh. Starting with a Squawkabilly is not great for them. We also could just go for Squawkabilly, too. Okay, Beldum. And Carmen. Oh, my gosh. So they're gonna, like, turbo through their entire deck on the first turn. Jeez. And it does have 220. So all we need is a Miraidon EX. So Raikou, Forest Sealstone, Arven. Okay, so if we get a Nest Ball top deck, then we're good, right? Yeah, okay. I mean, look, I don't play Dialga against Dialga, like, ever. So, no, we just bumped Full Metal Lab. Okay, well, that would have been a little bit annoying, but we'll just Area Zero their Full Metal Lab. So we need Prime Catcher, we need a way out of the active spot. Or, ooh, a Radiant Greninja isn't bad. So I think we go Raikou. They didn't place down enough Pokemon for us to... What we could do is just go Lumineon for a switch and just try and, like, get this out. Lumineon for Arven seems right. We can attach Forest Seal Stone. Lumineon, switch, Forest Seal Stone. Yeah, I think that we just... Let's go Luminous Sign. Yes. Arven. Forest Seal Stone. Arven. For our switch cart. Oh, don't we need a generator? We could go for a nest ball and try and hit a generator. We do have 3. Hold on, let's see if we have Squawkabilly first off. We do have Squawkabilly. Sorry, I'm trying to think through how this could work. Rescue board, of course, would not get us there, so we do need a switch card. So maybe it's just a switch card. Or hold on, let's go nest ball, and let's go with a bravery charm, right? Oh, why did I attach it to the Raikou? I attached a Forest Steel Stone to the Raikou, which was wrong. Here, I don't know why I actually grabbed bravery charm. I just should have put it on here. Concealed cards away, double turbo. Because I don't think we're going to use hands at the moment. Yeah, okay. Ultra Ball actually can discard... Yeah, okay, hold on. We could be cooking here. Here, and we can go and get ourselves a Miraidon. So I actually should have kept the... Whoops. Because we could have actually been good. Let's go for an Area Zero nest ball and go and get ourselves Squawkabilly. Yeah, we should have actually just believed, honestly. Tandem unit. Iron Hands and Zapdos, I guess. Oh no, we should have actually grabbed, not Iron Hands, another Raikou. Sure, have this Bravery Charm. We'll attach our energy somewhere, I guess. Either to this Raikou. I guess we could actually go for like a Prime Catcher. We just need a generator and Prime Catcher and we still get what we need. And we did not get that at all. This is actually really bad. Because we actually don't get anything going this turn. Oof, okay, that's horrible. The good news is that we just kind of stall with Mewtwo. Yeah, we're just one piece of the puzzle short. So we definitely could have gotten there. But a bit of a misplay on my end. Oof. Okay, there's Dialga V-Star. There's a Metang. The good news is that they might actually not... Ooh, okay, that's really bad for them. We actually can get a KO on this. So that's a switch cart boss. So let's do something like this. Switch cart into... We're going to attack with Raikou regardless. We're doing 250. Right? Let's go tandem unit. We don't need a tandem unit for that, actually. We can just go for a Fez. Fleet-footed. Another energy. Already attached our energy, so we can use concealed cards. Yeah. Let's just go after this Dialga. We're 10 damage short, which is so dumb. But, I mean, we basically... Because they can just use Star Chronos if they're lucky. Let's use Alchemy. And let's go get ourselves a generator. Yeah. Sure, I mean, just try and apply some other pressure. Slap them on Slap him on the Miraidon would be kind of good, but also we could just put it on hands. And we'll attack for 10 damage short. So that's one of the downsides of this deck, is if your opponent doesn't bench a whole bunch of Pokemon, then it doesn't feel very good. But here we actually can just, like, potentially get Arven for Prime Catcher. Well, they're not going to get out of the active spot, to be honest. So that's just Arven for Switch Cart, and if they do make us discard, then that's just Lumineon, Squawkabilly. I don't want to get rid of Fezandipiti, though, and maybe Radiant Greninja. And also the Zapdos damage isn't very relevant. So that's not enough, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, that's only 160. Okay, okay. Cool. Well, we definitely fell short in a couple places, but you can see how much damage you can do with Raikou if you get enough Pokemon benched, if your opponent starts benching stuff as well. So yeah, definitely a lot of misplaying there on my end, my bad. But we're going to head into our next game here. It just kind of showing off how the deck works. Obviously, sometimes it bricks, even though it's a turbo deck. But honestly, the fact that our opponent kind of just was like, oh crap. Well, that was pretty awesome. So let's see. We are waiting for our next match, and we keep getting paired against Master Ball League people, which is like, I haven't been playing a ton. I haven't like grinded a ton, as I don't seem to do as often anymore. Opponent's probably gonna want to go first. Most people want to go first in this format. But it's like, just the matchmaking always baffles me. Oh, why would you make me go first? That's not very nice. A Miraidon is a good starting Pokemon, and we also get, ooh, we can't use Arven on the first turn. We want to put, of course it's Raging Bolt. I was just going to say it's probably Raging Bolt. Oh, not another one of those. Okay, let's use Tandem Unit. Ooh, Zapdos does not matter really that much in this matchup. I don't know. We'll just get down the Mewtwo. Slap down in Area Zero. Nest Ball, get Squawkabilly. Which is not in the deck. Whoops. I should have paid more attention on the deck search. No, we just go for another Miraidon in this case. Because there's not really any other... We don't want a Radiant Greninja here. We just want another Miraidon, because then we can use Tandem Unit again. And let's go for Iron Hands is useless in this matchup. These two, I guess. Actually, let's just go for a Zapdos. Because they get rid of Area Zero, which they might. Then we don't want to clutter our bench. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still have one more bench slot left. That's fine. Let's do something like this. Generator. We do hit 2, which is nice. And we can slap them probably on the Raikou. Raikou gets return KO'd pretty easily, whereas Miraidon doesn't, but also Raikou is going to do more damage. So let's do this. And let's attach another energy to this Raikou. And then we can pass. Yeah, okay. I thought we could use Squawkabilly, but we definitely cannot because it is prized. Opponent's going to have a lot to do here. They need 4 or more energies. So there's a Teal Mask. So now we both can have huge benches here. I'm just hoping that they don't have anything. If they don't have very much, then we kind of can just take control of the rest of the game here. Oh, there's a Bravery Charm. Potentially a pass. A Burst Roar, most likely. I wouldn't have placed that down. I guess, no, that's actually not that bad of an idea. Yeah, they had a terrible hand, which is really good for us. So they placed down some Pokemon. There is an Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball doesn't really get us anything useful. Let's go for an Arven. Arven can go and get us Bravery Charm and Prime Catcher. Because that prevents them from being able to just get 3. They have to go for more. Yeah, let's go for these 2. Let's go for a prime catcher up this. And we'll put this guy up. We're doing 170. And I believe we might just be a little bit short. Oh, wait, no, we're not. Okay, we have Ultra Ball. Because we're doing 190. We could Fleet-Footed first. Fleet-Footed before... Okay, perfect. Now we don't have to use Ultra Ball and discard cards. So let's go for a... we're not going to go down to... we can go for our own Fezandipiti. And then we actually can Ultra Ball for Mew. But I don't want to get rid of the Arven for no reason. So I think we just take the KO here. See, this is the benefits of playing Zapdos. We just use Lightning Rondo. Take this guy out. That's an energy down for them, and now they have to put a ton of energy into play. Now we take 2. Okay, there's the Squawkabilly. Useless now, but... Opponent has a lot that they need to do, and we can just set up another Raikou and do that stuff again. Plus, we can also just kind of boss around everything the rest of the game. Even start setting up more Miraidons. Are you kidding me? They're going for a... Okay, boss. Boss is not gonna work out for them, because they'll just use Switch Card. I mean... Nest Ball, okay, like... What is going on here? Another Teal Mask? Do they maybe have some grass energies? Another Nest Ball. Okay, I mean, you're just fueling the damage for Raikou right now. Literally, that's all they're doing, is fueling Raikou damage. Okay, I mean, they're getting something here. Vessel, discard. That's a fighting energy, not an electric energy like they need for Bellowing Thunder. They might not have it. Yeah, if only we had gone for a Mew EX. We do have Arven, so we can just get Rescue Board as well. Oh, wow, I actually pieced it together. They get rid of the Area Zero. I think they're debating if they want to preserve energy or if they want to get rid of my Area Zero. Yeah, that's definitely what their debate is here. Because I'll just place down another Area Zero. I don't want them to... Okay, so they went for the Area Zero like I kind of thought that they would. Let's discard you and one of the Miraidons. We only need 1. So they're just going to go ahead and full discard every energy. It's kind of crazy. But now we'll put up the Miraidon, I think. No, we'll put up the Fez. No, we'll put up the Raikou, because we can actually just... Well, hold on. We can go for Forest Seal Stone. We have Boss. We have Boss, actually, with Lumineon, so it's just a matter of... But they don't have enough Pokemon down. Oh, wait, no, we do 210 anyways. Oh, we're going to do more than that anyways, so... And we just need an energy, so I think we'll put up the Miraidon. It's one of those weird situations. Oh yeah, we can put up the Miraidon. That's fine, right? Yeah, we'll just put up Miraidon. Because I'm just thinking through how we get there. Okay, there's Lumineon, actually. So let's go Area Zero. Give myself my stuff back. Let's go here. Flip. Or hold on, let's use Tandem Unit. Flip the script. We just need an energy. Yeah. We didn't get the energy. That's really awkward. Here for generator and for rescue board. Or we could go for seal stone. If I went for switch cart seal stone, or switch cart seal stone, we guarantee it actually. And then we just bench a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, we can do that. Plus, oh yeah, we can just do something like this. Because now we have a switch cart into... So let's go switch cart into you. Nest ball can go and get us bundle if we need to use it. Bundle. Because how much are we doing? 230. Now we use fleet-footed. And energy. Okay, so now we don't need to use Forest Seal Stone like that. We can just get the KO by benching and... Let's see, Hyper Blower, because we do... Okay, hold on. Sorry, there's a lot of moving pieces here. Hyper Blower, they're probably going to put up the Raging Bolt. We're doing 210. We need to place down 2 more Pokemon. So we Ultra Ball away Squawkabilly in Area Zero. We place down the Radiant Greninja. So now we're doing 230, and then we use Lumineon, and we can go get a boss. Yes, we will go and get boss. And then we can use Forest Seal Stone before we lose our only other Forest Seal Stone target, I guess, because there's no more Bravery Charm. Actually, we should have waited, probably. Generator. Perfect. Slap 2 on. And we'll put those onto the Miraidon. Then we'll use Restart for 1. Another Nest Ball. Maybe for another Mew, but I don't think we need to overkill here. Yeah, we'll just Lightning Rondo, KO this Raging Bolt. And now we're looking really good. Because now we just have Boss on anything. If they need to use Sadas, and so if they just use Sadas, then they don't Hand Disrupt, and if they don't Hand Disrupt, then we just win with Miraidon Energy Boss. So they literally cannot KO us unless they use Sadas. Their only way out would be if they have Unfair Stamp, which Bolt does not play Unfair Stamp. Okay, there goes the Squawk. They're just behind too much, I think. Okay, Electric and Grass. They're gonna Teal Dance on 1. Let's see what they get here, because even if they have Hand Disruption, we have both Mew and Fezandipiti plus Radiant Greninja. It doesn't, like, the problem for them is that they can Teal Dance all they want, but they have to still put 2 energies, the Electric and the Fighting, on the Raging Bolt. So I don't exactly think this is going to work in their favor. It's probably the Raging Bolt. And, like, I hate that it doesn't show you what it is. It's one of those, like, I mean, sure, man. Place down as many Ogre Pawns as you want. It doesn't really matter. It's an Electric. There's the Sadas. That's not an Iono or a Roxanne. Pokegear, I think they're just playing every possible card that they can, because why not? It doesn't really matter, though. We'll just end... We have endgame with Miraidon boss, so they can do all the stuff that they want. They'll get a huge knockout here, and then I'll just take the final 2 prize cards. Okay, I mean, sure. Bellowing Thunder for a lot of damage. What are they looking for? Like, what are they... What? How? Okay. That's not an unfair stamp. That's the only thing that can keep them in this game right now. It's an unfair stamp. I'm 99% sure they don't have an unfair stamp. Okay. We got it. Okay, so this is an actual real good example of Raikou being able to just deal out massive damage if you have a big bench, thanks to Area Zero and Mewtwo EX. Honestly, Mewtwo EX did a lot of work with keeping Area Zero going. I don't understand why they didn't just go for the big attack there. Oh well. Put up you, attach my energy, boss, and GG. Boom. Boss, up Fez, sure. And then we will use Photon Blaster for 230, and that will be the game. So, well played by my opponent, but I was just a turn ahead of them, because they missed that crucial turn 1. So, there we go. I think that's where we're going to wrap up this video. Yeah, that's honestly the power of Miraidon right now, is just Raikou can do insanely high damage very easily and very quickly in the game. Hold on. Ooh, look at that. I'm in Charizard rank now. So yeah, that was Miraidon and Raikou really, with the upgrades of Mewtwo EX and Area Zero Underdepths. Honestly, I think Stellar Crown makes Miraidon at least a very high tier 2, like kind of mid-tier, very high, I think very high tier 2 is the perfect place on a tier list for Miraidon, just because it's really very strong right now due to its high damage output and just the fact that you can do a whole bunch of different things with it. So that's where I'm going to wrap up the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. We are on the road to 1.5K now that we are past the original 1K mark. Let me know if you have any feedback for future videos. I am working on a big project for the future. I just wanted to make a video to kind of just to keep things consistent. But this one's the next video that I make is most likely going to be a very long and highly edited video, so it might take me a little bit, but I'll keep you guys updated on the community tab for that. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, God bless, have fun, we'll see you out there, and we'll see you next time. Thank you all so much for watching.